about a year after that, about 2003, it started to build that everything in my body just started to go a little crazy. And by the spring of 2003, I was kind of a mess. Felt like I weighed 200 pounds. I was very heavy. I was tired. I was having 20 to 30 hot flashes a day. I was exhausted. And then I had all this work that was going on. Just my legs just felt like they were filled with cement. It was just excruciating to walk. So we came back and I thought, I'm stressed. I just figured, okay, I'm doing way too much. This is ridiculous. So I resigned at the magazine. And I was done by January, and I took a couple of months off. So this is now, I guess, 2004. And by March or April, I wasn't any better. I was the same. So it wasn't the stress from the job. So I started to go see doctors, and I went to see a doctor with my health plan, and he couldn't really figure anything out. He did all the blood and everything. So he sent me to a OBGYN, and he did more blood, more stuff, and he told me that I was drinking too much and that I needed to stop drinking, except that I didn't drink. So they're looking, something's wrong with my liver, and they don't know what it is, and he, in his mind, was just completely convinced that I was drinking and that I didn't want to tell him. You know, I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I went to a photo shoot, and I was telling the photographer about all this, and the interior designer said, oh, I have someone I think you need to go see. My daughter went to see her, and it just made a huge difference in her life. So I came to see Feline, and she took me off of wheat and dairy immediately. And within 2 weeks, my legs completely cleared up. Feline seemed to, you know, she has such a scientific mind, which is one of the reasons I really like her. It's not like waving crystals at me, but everything is very rooted in science and in blood tests. And it was so fun, I do have to say this, because I'm a bit of a foodie and I love cheese and bread. And she said I was going to have to do this, and I said to her, oh, that's, you know, I'll do it for these treatments, but I'm telling you right now, Feline, that's it. When these treatments are over, I am not going to do this the rest of my life. And she just looked at me and she said, well, you might just feel so good, you don't want to go back on it. And of course, that's, you know, what happened. I'm still dairy and wheat. Just waking up and not feeling that depression, waking up and not feeling like you have to drag yourself out of that bed and, you know, make yourself do things all day long. So, yeah, there's been a huge, now it's just a part of life, you know, but it was quite big change.